Is your guy really into you and does he see you as marriage material? Hi guys, my name is Ieva Bereisaite and I am one of Greta's high value women coaches. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 4 signs that show that your guy is devoted towards you and that he wants to marry you. Before we jump into the video, make sure you take the self-awareness test to find out if you're a woman of high value or low value, and you can find that test in the description section right down below. Also, make sure to check out Greta's online store to get your hands on a gorgeous t-shirt or a hoodie, and you can find more info right down below in the description section as well. So the first sign that he is devoted towards you and that he wants to marry you is that he starts mentioning marriage. Of course, if you've been in a relationship for a longer period of time and you've been acting high value and your guy shows that he loves you and is affectionate towards you, of course, this is a wonderful sign and it shows that the relationship is going in the right direction. When this is the case, it is very common for a guy in some way, shape, or form to bring up marriage. If you, however, are dating a guy and you've not really been together for a long time and he is really love bombing you and he is talking about marriage already and you don't feel comfortable with him mentioning it because it's so early on and things are happening so quickly, make sure that whatever he says, that they are backed up with actions. If this happens, ask yourself the question of, is he trying really hard to make me fall in love with him? Or does he genuinely see a future with me? And those are 2 different things. Ask yourself this question and see how you answer it for yourself. Very often you will quickly see if he genuinely means it, especially if you've been together for a longer period of time, or is he just putting it out there, saying it very early, and you feel like kind of pressured and don't have a good feeling about it. See how you feel about it, you'll get your answer then. So if your guy really does love you and he mentioned marriage in a nice way and you can see that he is maybe a little bit shy about the topic, he doesn't know how to bring it up, but he does bring it up and you can see that he genuinely means it, then of course it's a good sign. It means that he's really thinking about it and he does see a future with you. The second sign is he wants to know how you see marriage. So men who are in love with their partner and see their partner as someone they want to spend their future with will bring up marriage. He might also bring up the topic of marriage on a more or less serious or maybe even casual note. The way that a man would bring up marriage can be very different depending on the man, and here are some examples. Your guy might ask you just randomly, don't you think it's time for us to get married? Or maybe you guys are out partying and he has 1 or 2 drinks too much and he might look at you and ask you, well, what would you say if I asked you to marry me? Or maybe you're just walking down the road or in the park together and he might ask something like, don't you think we would be a great couple when we get married? Or he might ask you, what would you say if I asked you to marry me right now? It's very common for men to ask these types of questions when they are in a devoted and a committed relationship and are not married yet. But again, it's very different for men on how they ask it. And as I said, there are many different ways in how they would ask and in what circumstances. Sometimes they'll seriously ask, Sometimes they'll jokingly ask if they're still a little bit insecure and unsure. Men, however, do ask these questions, especially if you've been together for a longer period of time and the relationship is going well. They ask these questions and they mean it. With this being said, remember that these questions, especially if you yourself want to marry the guy, act positively when you hear this type of question. So don't overdo it, but don't just say no and walk away. Don't do anything like that, because that will bring up a lot of insecurity and doubt for him if you actually want to get married. And that's not something that you want to do when it comes down to this, because it takes a lot of courage to propose to a woman. And genuinely, it does take a lot of courage, especially for a man who's probably maybe never done it before, or has never been engaged, or may have a slight fear of, even the whole marriage concept. And for some men, this will be easier. And for some men, it will be more scary. And also depending on their age and what experiences they've made with it. So if your guy does mention anything like this, react positively to it. So if he mentions marriage or asks you something about marriage, for example, what would you say, or how would you react if I asked you to marry me? You could say something like, I think that would be a really wise decision, and just smile and then see how he reacts, right? So, doing something like this and reacting in this way, or just being positive and nice, is a really good sign. It's the sign that will boost his confidence level towards you and his decision-making level. Whatever you do, don't just continue saying no and looking away or anything like that, because it will be a turn-off. Don't overdo it. Don't jump up and down or whatever it might be. Just look at him and you can really say, I think that would be a really wise decision. Anything like that would maybe boost his confidence even more in regards towards you being his wife. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Greta's YouTube channel down below by clicking the subscribe button. Also hit the bell button to be notified whenever Greta uploads a brand new video weekly. The third sign that he is devoted towards you and wants to marry you is that he introduces you to his family. Of course, if a guy is really into you and loves you and is close to his family as well, it will be important for him that you get along with his family and that his family gets along with you. Some men, and depending on the country they're from or their beliefs, are very family orientated. And I think that's really beautiful, and it shows a lot of kindness and respect that he has towards the aspect of family. So if you see that family is important to him, the best thing that you can do is get along with his family and be nice to them, and the family should of course be nice to you as well. So if he introduces you to his family, or you have a family gathering, or you're invited to, his parents' house and have this meal, whatever it might be, get along with people, be nice, and hopefully, of course, they should be treating you nicely as well. And it's a really good sign for him, and it just kind of makes him feel even more confident in your guys' relationship if his family and you get along. So it's a really good sign if he introduces you to his family and asks you if you want to spend time with them. The fourth sign is he talks about a future with you and takes action towards you. If you've been in a happy and devoted relationship, and basically in a high value relationship for a longer period of time, and you know your guy loves you and he invests in you in all ways, and you're happy in the relationship, of course, as well, and he brings up the topic of children, for example, in the future, look at it in a very positive light and hear him out, and don't look bored, but do seem interested and open when it comes to this topic, especially if you do want to have children with him. Some men actually do go as far as asking you randomly, what do you think of the baby name so and so and so? Or, if we had kids, how would you call them? This is something that men ask, and if he asks you any of these things or what your favorite names for boys or girls are, anything like that, it's a sign that he is thinking of, the future with you, and it's a very good sign as well. If he starts a conversation about this, react to it, and speak to him about it, or just react positively or laugh lightly and happily if he, mentions something about baby names, but don't overdo it. Don't jump around clapping. Oh, I've been waiting. I've been dying for you to finally tell me that you want to have kids. Like, that would not be a good reaction. It would completely overwhelm him. And it would prolong the whole, situation. Or don't react negatively to it because he'll think that you're not interested in that. Just react nicely, smile at him, and be open for the conversation. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning, this is really to be taken seriously when you are in a high value relationship, right? And when you've been acting high value, you see that your partner is devoted towards you, he loves you, he's being honest towards you, right? Then these are the signs that a devoted man would show you. If you hear all of these things that I've mentioned in the really starting stages of dating, just listen to them, but remind yourself that these things have to be backed up with action. Because if you've been in a relationship with a guy for a long time and it's working and you're happy, then he has already taken action, right? That's why it's working, right? And that's why the next stage of the relationship is opening up. Whereas if you meet a guy and he's saying all of these wonderful things to you, like, can't wait to have kids with you, you're going to be such a great wife, I can't wait for you to meet my family, and all of that stuff. And if you're just there like thinking, isn't this going quite fast? And if you're asking yourself this question, then it probably is. And you just have to see, what action is he going to take? If he says, oh, you should definitely meet my family, they're going to be amazing, act neutrally towards it and see what he does, right? So ask yourself, what kind of a guy you're dating? What kind of a relationship is it? How are you feeling? And can you take him seriously? I really hope you liked these 4 signs that I mentioned. And again, if you have not heard any of these 4 signs, or if this has not happened to you yet, don't worry, just continue being high value. And if this is what you desire, this will start popping into your life because it's just a natural way of, developing a relationship. And when it's developing in a high value way, these things will come, right? And if you see yourself like, okay, I got the 1 sign out of 4, you already got the 1 sign. So if you get one of these signs, or if he's mentioned one of them, it means, okay, it's moving in the right direction. So what you have to do is continue being high value, right? As much as you can be. And that's the best and most beautiful way that the relationship will bloom. If you like this video, then make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe down below. Also, let me know what sign you like the most in the description section as well. If you haven't already, make sure you join Greta's High Value Women's School, where you learn how to bring out the best in your man. It's a free Facebook group, and you can find it in the description section below. And if you want to know how to stay attractive via text or what games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, how to love yourself, or perhaps you have a hobby that you want to turn into an online business, Greta has all of these videos and more for sale on her website that you can find in the description section down below as well. Also, Greta has just launched her High Value Women course. This course is amazing because you learn how to be a high value woman from A to Z and everything you need to know in between. This course is made up of 5 modules and 2 huge bonus modules. I really suggest taking a look at this course. I'm sure you will absolutely love it, and it's packed with basically everything you need to know to have a high value relationship and to be a high value woman. Make sure you check out that course, and it's on Greta's website. You can find the link in the description section as well. And if you would want one-on-one coaching with me, Greta, or any other member of Greta's team, then make sure you go ahead and book that on Greta's website at gretabereisaite.com. It's down below as well. Also check out Greta on her Instagram, which is Ladies Relationship Coach. She has a bunch of really cool content on there. Make sure you go and check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!